Okay. Okay, I could easily spend my entire life trying to organize this camera, hoping that I'm going to look good. Yeah, even when you're spiritual, you want to look good. I know. So, it's simple, right? Do what makes you happy. But it's not that easy to let all our shields down and get rid of all our masks and show ourselves fragile and vulnerable. It's not easy. It's not easy. It is simple though. It is simple because it's a very simple instruction, very straightforward. When we manage to do all these things of getting rid of everything and being able to do what I'm doing right now. Because I am definitely scared of whatever is going to happen. We're so small, but still, it's my context. Anyway, we will go deep into this at some point, but giving ourselves permission to be this vulnerable, to show another person, this is who I am. This is the real deal. It's not simple. It's not easy. It is simple, the instruction, but it's not easy. However, it feels so right and light. It feels so us that I definitely encourage everyone to do it. This is just the intro video of what could be a very big step. It also demands a lot from myself, and I don't know if I'm ready, but I'm ready to do this. So I'm going to allow myself to follow what the universe, source, spirit wants to say and wants to share, and do it through me. Okay, what we're going to do right now is I'm going to use a card and allow them to show me what is that card. So here I have a few decks. I'm not a card reader, but they have found their way to me. And oh, okay, sorry. This is the deck that I have with me. It was a beautiful present. It was a Christmas present. Sorry, a birthday present. Actually, it was this year. The beginning of the year, this was a present. And it has helped me a lot. It has been another way of the universe to communicate with me when I am reluctant to meditating. Because yes, that happens. Sometimes we know that makes us feel better and we just don't do it. That's being human. So if it had happened to you, just relax. It's being us. But that doesn't mean that the universe doesn't have some insight or guidance ready for us. So this deck has helped me to allow some of the guidance to come to me. And my first instruction for this video, or the first message that I received, was to open myself and show you guys how I work with this. Again, I'm not a tarot reader. I didn't know anything about this before. And this came to my hands literally January 30th this year, 2020. So what we're going to do right now is that I'm going to shuffle this deck, and I'm going to allow the energy of all the people that are going to be seeing this video to come through me. If you have any doubts of how this works, you have to understand something. Present, past, and future are happening right now. Everything is happening right now. We're just making decisions all the time that are guiding us to the different paths that will help us to literally materialize that specific path that we have chosen. So you already walk all the paths. You're just in a choosing situation all the time. And right now, I am going to connect with all of you who are going to choose to see this video today that I posted. I'm not sure exactly when that is going to happen. I hope that it's going to be very soon. Today is September 19th, 2020. So we're going to shuffle this and let the universe talk to us. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what just happened. What I did is to literally, this is something that I learned probably last year. Yeah, around June. Oh no, at the beginning. So it was because it was still cold. So, but I had a light jacket. I remember when I learned this. So this probably happened around April 2019, that I had the pleasure of being reached out by someone who knew that I was in this process of allowing. Oh, this is still hard to say, so I apologize. When I was still in the process of allowing myself to recognize to myself that I was seeing the things that I was seeing, that I was listening the things that I was listening, and that there was no reason to stop it and even reject it, despite that I wasn't rejecting it. But that's another story. So right now, what it happened was what I was taught by this lovely lady, that is that I open my heart and I open my being and literally empty my cup of all the things that belong to my life, all my context. I put that aside and allow the message of source to come to me. As I told you, what I did was to literally connect with all the energy, and I did it by just asking that, to connect with all the energy of the people who are going to be seeing this video and to bring us something. So, or not something, literally a message that is going to help you guys and me, because I'm included. So I don't know what is going to happen here. So what it happens was that I was guided to split the deck in a specific way. I did that, and then usually what happens is that I'm guided to take one card, two cards, or they show me in a specific shape and they show me what it means. So I just pulled 3 cards. This is the first card. It's called Crow Spirit. It says co-create with the spirit. This was the first card that I pulled. And then the second one is Frog Spirit, and it says clear out the clutter. And the fourth card, it says Coyote Spirit, and it says trust in divine detours. As I told you, I'm not a tarot reader, so I don't know how other people do that. I have watched some of the videos. I don't know how they do that. YouTube it has a lot of those. But anyway, this is what is actually happening to me. So when I pull these cards, I'm also giving like a structure, and I was giving the structure of future, present, past. So future, present, past, no. Future, future, present, past. So I'm going to move the camera for a second, and I'm going to show you how does that look. And okay, I'm sorry. And as you can see, I think you're going to see me better. And as you can see, they were from right to left. So future is in the right, in the center is present, and in the left is past. And that's how we're going to read it, from the future, because that's how I was guided. There are a lot of questions that you probably have, because I have so many, but this is something else that I received one day, and this was literally 2 days ago. They said that information is not important, life is important. So maybe I just don't need this data, and I need to show this in real life. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to allow them to show me what I'm supposed to see in each one of these cards. The future is about co-creation, literally. It says co-create with the spirit. And what I'm seeing is a process of literally all of us, I can't say all of us, a group of people. I see a group of people holding hands, creating a circle. And we are not alone. So it's not only people, it's also beings of lights who are creating a circle and they're holding hands. And the co-creation is actually happening in the middle of the circle. So it's a process where beings of light and humans, that we're also beings of light, but just in a human form, having this incarnation, another video, if I'm going to talk about that more. So they're showing me a future, because this is literally the card of the future. They're showing me a future of co-creation, a co-creation that includes more spirituality, I think, because it's being of light's part of the circle. It's half of it, it's humans, and the other half of it is being of lights. But in between some of the humans, there are also beings of light. So it's like this process of literally joining forces to co-create what is in the middle. That's what is showing me about the future. It says clear out the clutter. And what I'm saying is letting everything behind. I'm seeing leaving things behind. The clutter is more like, picture this. I'm seeing literally someone. It doesn't mean that it's me. It's more like a representation in general of what we have to do, because this is future, present, and past. So this is what we have to do right now, or what is happening right now. It's us leaving behind everything that we don't need. And it's a lot of material things. It's what I'm seeing. It's like when you leave, when people move to another city or something like that, and they live in these huge storage rooms their entire life. And I remember once I saw a movie, right now I'm remembering this, so it's good for me to share it with you, because that's another way of them helping me to connect things. So I'm remembering a part of a movie that it said that there was someone living their entire lives in this storage room, and she was saying to the guy who was helping her with all the paperwork that, well, she was kind of frustrated or I don't know, a very low vibrational feeling, saying that her entire life fitted in a small 4x4. And the guy, this is what I'm remembering, the guy replied saying like, you know what, lady, I have heard that millions of times, and the majority of people never came back for their entire life. So what I'm seeing right now is that it's leaving that version of life behind. It's leaving that. Is walking. But he's walking with the key. So this being is walking with the key. And the thing is that it's the place where everything is stored, their life or whatever it is that we have to leave behind. That in this case, I'm figuring that it's the clutter. The door is open. And the person is walking away with the key. And he just dropped it. That's what is happening right now. That's our present. That's what we have to do. Um, it's very interesting. I don't know you guys, but like here in Canada, we're still in some, well, I'm pretty sure that the majority of the world still suffering many of the things that we had to do thanks to COVID, and it feels like that's literally what we're doing all the time. We are leaving behind that life that we were used to, and now this is a new normal, and we're just still wanting to keep the key and all these things